A new fragrance that I got is Haramian's Detour Noir, and this fragrance was about $26 plus tax on Amazon. And the thing when it comes to these fragrances, it's hard to review them when I first get them. They smell completely garbage. I can't lie about that. When I first got this fragrance, it smelled like a old man's deodorant type smell. It didn't smell right. It wasn't a fragrance that I was messing with in the beginning. But after I got some time to wear it and some time for it to go ahead and marinate, because I have never had a fragrance like this. And the unique thing about this fragrance, it is a fragrance that I view as a fragrance in between a fresh fragrance and in between a more sweeter fragrance. This fragrance isn't as much headachy as some of the more heavier winter fragrances. For example, Latafa Latafa Hamakawa. A lot of those ones, if I like really sniff it up close to the card, it could give me a pretty big headache. But this fragrance, it is a more subtle. It's not as strong. It's not as, I would say, like super strong as some of the other ones. Like this is still a good projecting fragrance, and arguably it still is kind of strong if you're kind of classroom. I did 4 sprays around myself, and I was hoping that I wouldn't be like, because people sat next to me. I was hoping like I didn't give them headaches because I was strong. I was smelling, but this fragrance still has great projection. I don't know the projection, how far it is. I'll probably say about like 2 to 3 feet if I had to guess and stuff like that. Some of the notes that this fragrance has, it's an apple, lavender, velvet. Those are the top fragrances. The heart, the heart notes are the vanilla, bergamot, patchouli. The base notes are the woody, peppery. The keep it a buck, I don't, I can't really tell. That's because I'm a complete beginner when it comes to fragrances. So I'll sit here and cap if I sit here and lie if I told you I actually smelled what I actually smelled. But overall, as a fragrance, I have never smelled the actual real version of this fragrance, Perfume de Marly, Layden. Never smelled that before. And if you have never smelled that fragrance before and you hear that that is a good fragrance to go ahead and get, this is a fragrance to go ahead and get, man. If you're a beginner into fragrances, this is one of the better cheap fragrances out there, man. Really, really good one. It is a there is no it's a low risk, high reward when it comes to this fragrance. If you don't like it, it was only $26, and that is great. People say that the exclusive blue one is the more closer to Layden, but to be honest, man, if you never smelled it in the first place, I will still go with this. This one is 100 ml. The other one, the exclusive blue, is a 60 ml. Who care? I don't care about the bottle design. They keep it a buck. I don't really care. I think it's pretty unique. It's a unique bottle design, which is pretty cool. But if you never experienced that fragrance before, Land and Marley, if you never smelled it before and you really want to blind buy a solid, good fragrance, give this a try, man. If you don't like it, okay, you're probably not gonna end up liking Layden de Marley. You're probably not gonna end up liking that fragrance. If you do like this fragrance, okay, you have other options. You can either go ahead and get exclusive blue, which is a more better quality of Land and Marley, or you can go ahead and get the real deal. You're only doing this for $26, and that is great right there, man. And this will last you a while, man. And that's the cool thing about these more cheaper, good quality fragrances, man. You get a huge quantity of them. You get to see what you like, you get to see what you don't like, and you get to build your own unique style when it comes to fragrances, man. And yeah, man, I'm smelling the more. The reason I say it's between the more fresher and a sweeter fragrance because I get like the more like watery feeling in my mouth when I kind of have that like that fresher fragrance, like a hydration kind of. For some reason, I get that with this fragrance as well, and that's a pretty good thing. It's a pretty good thing because it's in between the fragrances I got. I only have 4. I have Nautical Voyage, I have this fragrance, I have Latafa Hamala and Tafa Hamakawa, And this is a great in between for those, man. If I say where can you go ahead and wear this fragrance at? I'll say obviously more fresher fragrance are for the gym, so Nautica Voyage, perfect gym fragrance right there. But if you want to rock this out, sometimes you can. It's better than rocking out a Latafa Ham or a more sweeter fragrance. It's better than doing that, to be honest with you. This is more versatile than Latafa Hamra. I feel like you could wear this pretty much anywhere. It's more because it's in between that fresher and that sweeter, like heavier fragrance. This is a great choice right there. And this is overall in my review on this fragrance. And if I had to give this fragrance out of 10, it's a solid 8 to 7 out of 10. I'd probably say 7.5 out of 10. It's a above average fragrance, and obviously as time goes on the fragrance is going to get better with it, and that's the thing you have to expect with these fragrances. A lot of people hype up these fragrances and they don't end up smelling the way that you want it to, because that's how fragrances work, to be honest with you. It's going to smell like complete booty when you first get it, and slowly over time it's going to become a more better fragrance, and you're going to be wearing it more, and you're going to be actually happy how it smells. You just got to give them time. You just got to give yourself time when it comes to these fragrances. That's why it's terrible doing first impressions on these fragrances, because it's not actually what it is. Peace.